Welcome.
Welcome to what, buddy? What is this? What are we doing? Welcome to Smokey and the Snobby. God. All right. Hey, buddy. We are live. But what's going on? How was your week?
It's going pretty well, yeah. I just started college.
Yeah, this was your first week of college. My life hasn't changed very much, other than I got to get in a car at almost 10 o'clock at night to go pick you up from, what's that class?
Basic Stagecraft Lab, which is on Tuesdays.
Basic Stagecraft? What the heck is that?
It's like constructing sets for it's for like escape rooms. It can be made for a couple of films or...
So any kind of set, really?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
You get to use power tools and stuff?
Yep, you basically are using power tools. Yep.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. It terrifies me as a father that, you're using power tools without my supervision, but that's okay.
Well, I mean...
That's part of growing up.
Professor, so...
Yeah.
So...
You were born with 10 toes and 10 fingers. I expect you to keep them at that count for the rest of your life. So, but have fun. Enjoy it. What else? What other classes are you taking?
I'm taking freshman comp, which is English.
Yeah, that's the basic stuff. And then...
I'm taking Survey of Entertainment.
Talk to me a little bit about Survey of Entertainment. It sounds like... statistics, but it's not statistics.
It's not statistics at all, actually. It's very much based on entertainment and just the industry in general, whether it can be film, music, TV shows. It can be based on anything entertainment-based.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
So this is right up your alley. You found your place.
Yeah, basically.
Found your people. That's good.
And I'm taking Basic Stagecraft.
That's the class, not the lab.
Yeah, that's the class.
And what the heck? What's the difference? That's the lab is you're actually doing.
Yeah, basically.
And the class you're talking about it. Yeah, we ordered a book. What was it called? Stagecraft for Dummies.
No.
Nah, it's not. I don't know what it's called. It says Stagecraft in the name. That's cool though. I'm really excited for you. That's great.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. Yeah.
That's good. So a little bit of change up in my life. I started taking adult older men's multivitamin. So that's something.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess that's something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. After you hit my age, not much changes except medications and knee pain. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy your bagels and pizzas and.
Those are good food.
Not ice cream though.
Yeah, I don't care for ice cream.
He doesn't care for ice cream, and
I'm more so indifferent to
it.
it.
Freaking enrages me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know.
I don't know why it makes him mad. Everyone has their own different opinions on foods.
You were not raised like that. I didn't raise you.
I mean, when I was younger,
to not like it. Everybody loves ice cream.
When I was younger, I definitely really liked ice cream.
Oh my God, this kid. He loved that ice cream man, the tasty treat guy, the Mr. Softy that would come through the neighborhood. We lived in New York City, and you would You just chase it down, screaming, trying to get it. One time, what did we do? Oh, I took Auden into Tribeca, and I don't know what was going on that day, whether that's where the distribution center was for Mr. Softy cream. But we get out of the subway station, and there's 13 of those Mr. Softy trucks back to back, just in line. And you were what? You had to have been 3 years old? Not even, maybe 2.
Probably 2 years old, yeah.
Yeah. You lose your freaking mind, and you're ice cream here, ice cream there. You want to stop at everyone. I had to pick you up and run away. So to calm you down because you were losing your mind. And now you're I don't want ice cream. I don't want ice cream. So
yeah, I mean things can change. So
yeah, they can. I just didn't expect them to change for the worse.
It's not for the worse.
No, it's not for the worse. It's fine. It's fine because it's my guilty pleasure. I can't stop eating ice cream. I love ice cream, and I can't control myself around it. Which is an interesting thing, because what movie are we reviewing today? We're reviewing...
we're reviewing Snatch.
Snatch. All right. So I got to pick this movie, right? This was my pick?
Yeah, this was kind of both our picks, because...
Yeah, kind of.
I guess in terms of our experience with it, I remember I watched it a couple years ago. I think I watched it I remember I watched it, but I don't really remember much about it. I remembered I liked it really well.
Yeah.
But I just don't remember anything about it until I think now.
Wow. I didn't see this movie in the theaters. I found out about it later. And this was made in 2000.
Yeah, 2000.
And, you liked Tarantino. I like Tarantino. I liked him. I just think Guy Ritchie makes the movie a little more fun, a little more action-packed. Don't get me wrong, with a bit of drama. So
I'd say Tarantino's movies are still really fun. They
yeah.
still feel very fun when it comes to the characters.
There's funny dialogue.
It's very dark humor, Tarantino.
Yeah, there's funny dialogue, but there's a little bit of like in Snatch. There's a little bit of
slapstick comedy.
Yeah,
it's a little.
There's a bit of physical comedy, right?
Yeah, when it comes to them trying to get like all the money for like the bets.
Right.
Like is a like slapstick comedy compared to like Tarantino that feels very very dark humor.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not going to spend the time comparing the two directors. They're similar, but I don't know. I thought the movie was great. I loved it.
I liked it, although I think it got a little worse for me, but it's not bad. I still like this movie. I just don't love it.
I don't know. I thought it was very similar to Pulp Fiction, right? It's similar to a lot of Tarantino stuff. There's like 4 or 5 different stories going on. I'm continuing my Love Boat theme with violence. This movie was like the Love Boat with violence, but it all converged. And it was linear. It wasn't non-linear.
Now, the thing is with Snatch is that it has like multiple subplots, and then how all of them naturally connect with one to another.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was well put together. I thought it was the perfect length, too. It was under 2 hours, and it got everything accomplished in under 2 hours. That's impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive.
It is, because I don't see why a movie should be more than 2 hours. I really don't. We watched, what did we watch yesterday? Last night we watched Mission Impossible.
Yeah, we watched the final Mission Impossible movie.
That's the first movie where I felt like we needed to take an intermission. Like we're at some Broadway play. And I was like, we got to stop this for a little bit. Go for a walk, take a breath.
It was a long movie. It was like 2 hours and 49 minutes, which isn't bad. I think it's a good time to kind of spend with
What did you say?
I don't think that's a terrible thing. Because, this is the final
What's the matter with you?
Mission Impossible movie.
So what?
And we need to spend time with the characters.
So what? It's the final Mission Impossible movie.
It is.
We don't need to watch him descending into the ocean for 30 minutes. He wasted 30 minutes of our lives. We get it. It's deep. 5 minutes from the top to bottom. That's it. We don't need to know. We don't need it. Oh, you think it's appropriate, Jared? I don't want.
I will say this is the weakest of the modern Mission Impossible movies.
Well, it ain't as good as Snatch. That's for sure. So.
Yeah. Maybe.
And Snatch got a lot more storytelling done in the time it was run than this movie did in 16 and a half freaking hours. I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, this thing came out in 2000.
Yep.
So you definitely weren't born yet. So this is before your time. I was, how old was I?
22.
22, yeah. Good math. Yeah, look at you, college boy. So I was 22. I don't think I saw it until, I got married. I was 25. So it took me a minute to see it, So, but I think everybody liked it. This was a follow-up to Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, right?
It is a follow-up to Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah. So that put him on the map. That was a good movie, too. We didn't watch it, but...
No, we didn't watch it. Actually, I've never even seen the movie.
You've never seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
No, I haven't.
We'll watch it. We won't review it. We can if you want, but we should definitely watch it. It's a great movie. It's literally Snatch, but this time it's like young boys being gangstars. That was my favorite. That was one of my favorite lines in Snatch, by the way.
Oh.
The guy that runs the pawn shop.
Yeah.
He was talking to that guy. He's a bad boy yachty. He's like, you're a bad boy yachty. You're a gangsta. I've never heard anybody call a gangster a gangstar. It was awesome.
Yeah, that is a very funny line. But I think in general, the movie was pretty funny. I remember one of my favorite gags is the one with a dog where a squeaky toy just gets stuck in his throat.
Yeah. The pike, what do they call them? The pikeys?
The
pikers?
pikeys. Yeah, those guys are pretty funny, actually. It's just a funny overall subplot, but I guess my least favorite subplot is the one where it focuses on, I believe, Turkish and Tommy's boss.
Oh, Bricktop?
Yeah, Bricktop.
Yeah.
I felt like his subplot was kind of boring a little bit. I think you're missing
the point. It's supposed, in my opinion, It's supposed to be boring. And here's why. Bricktop, to me, is one of the best movie villains I've ever seen.
I think he's a pretty good villain.
He's unassuming. He doesn't yell.
He's intimidating.
It's just, yeah, he's kind of funny looking, so you don't see it coming. But the moment he opens his mouth, you're like, wow, this guy's insane.
And he's over dominating everyone.
Yeah. And
he actually has power. And
you don't see it coming.
Yeah, you don't. And I think at first the editing was a bit nauseating, but there can be some really creative shots in the movie, like in the first few minutes of like the heist. It starts with this heist and they're trying to get the diamond.
Oh yeah, with what's his name, Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, and it's using like security footage to show how they got in the building, and I thought that was a really creative way to open up a movie with a heist like that.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I thought the whole opening sequence was awesome too. So right out the gate, there's action, there's a little bit of drama, there's comedy, right?
Yeah.
What was Benicio del Toro's character's name? It was Frankie Four Fingers.
Yeah, that's what his character's name was, yeah.
Which is a funny thing because, you know, he's this mastermind thief, you know, and then the way he talks, the whole mannerism of that character was great to me.
He's like this sleazy.
Yeah. It's a terrible, like,
mischievous
right.
guy.
It's a terrible, like, his first language, you know, must have been Yiddish. So his accent is thick, but it's overly done. So you could tell he's not Jewish.
There's some funny, like, line deliveries, like, where's the stone?
Oh, yeah. Where is the stone? Yeah, that cracked me up. And then he, like, punches him in the face.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. They're stealing, what were they stealing? A diamond, right?
Yeah, they're stealing a diamond, which is very important to the plot of the movie, by the way.
It is. But let's be honest. My reaction to an 80-carat diamond being stolen. Like, who are you going to sell that to? Who's buying that?
It's true. I mean, the whole motivation is I think he was going to give it to the American.
To the jeweler in America. I forgot his name. But it was played by Dennis Farina.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I love that guy. That guy's great. He's been in, like, mob movies.
Yeah, I've never seen him in any other
What was
films.
his name? Cousin Avi. That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah. Hello, Avi. Avi. No gambling. All right. No gambling, Avi.
Honestly, my favorite character in the movie is probably Tony, which he's introduced like way later on in the movie. I mean, you do see him in the first few minutes of the movie, but he doesn't really show up until like the third act of the movie.
Who's that? Is that big tall guy?
Yeah, it's that big tall guy.
Yeah, the guy that was in Eurotrip. He was like a soccer fan hooligan. Oh, did you ever see Eurotrip?
No, I never seen him. He's great in that. He's really funny, but also he's charismatic, but he's intimidating at the same time.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with him. He certainly walks into a bar and he's menacing and he's angry looking, but he's also funny.
I think that's kind of where my problem is. I think at times the pacing can drag on a little too long. When it came to him like shooting one of the guys,
the Russian guy.
Yeah, the Russian guy,
Boris.
Yeah,
Boris the butcher.
Yeah, because at times I feel like it kind of drags on a little too long, and the jokes start to become less funny.
No, but it's they go back to the moment when they introduce Boris the butcher. Remember I said he's very hard to kill.
Yeah.
So he shot him like 8 times, and he's like, why doesn't this guy die? That was hilarious. It wasn't overdone, in my opinion. It reminds me of like the Family Guy musical sequences. We're like, all right, we get it. You like musicals. Don't drag this on for 35 minutes. We get it. But yeah.
Well, speaking of music, there's some really cool music choices here. Most of it is using pre-existing music. Like the one that stood out on the top of my head is, I believe in the beginning of the movie, there's this boxing match with Mickey. And
that's our introduction of Brad Pitt in the movie.
Yeah, which he's pretty good in it. Although it was kind of jarring to see him doing a different accent. Yeah,
I liked it. I liked his accent. We weren't supposed to understand a thing he was saying. We both looked at each other in that scene where he knocks out that guy. Oh God, what was that guy's name? It was the underground boxer that Turkish sponsored. He knocks him out, and then as he's dropping, that Strangler song comes on, and we both look at each other like that.
That's a great choice.
Yeah, I was like,
choice. I've never heard of that.
That was awesome. It was such a melodic tune to such a violent occurrence. I loved it. I thought it was great. But my first reaction to the movie, where I'm like, when I decided I really enjoy this movie, you're gonna laugh. Can you guess what I thought was the scene where I was like, oh, this movie's amazing?
Was it the ending? Like
nope.
Near the ending?
Nope, not the ending. I'll give you one more guess.
Can you give a hint?
Yep. It's when they're towards the beginning and they are training and talking about Turkish is telling, what's his name? Turkish is telling Tommy to go and get him a new caravan.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking.
It's the scene where Turkish turns to his guy cooking the sausages.
Oh.
And he goes, "Hey, Jimmy, how much longer for the sausages?" 5 more minutes, Mr. Turkish, 5 more minutes. 2 minutes goes by. And he goes, "Hey, Jimmy, how much longer on those sausages?" He goes, "Oh, 10 more minutes, Mr. Turkish." He goes, "You said 5 minutes 2 minutes ago." That's when I was like, I'm in. This movie's great.
I say my favorite character in the movie is honestly Tommy. I like that not only is Stephen Graham really great in this role, I think he has this nice little arc for himself in the movie.
Yeah, it's really hard to pick a character I didn't like. That's how good this movie was for me.
I think Turkish and Tommy were really fun. They had a very good chemistry overall.
Yeah, I even liked the 2 daughters of Avi's cousin in London.
They kind of didn't really stand out much. And
They didn't.
Really
they were very small roles, but I even liked them. You know what I mean?
I wish they just had a bit of like distinct personalities to one to another, because I think they kind of just blend in for me. And,
they were twins. That was the whole point.
But I think I don't know. I think it's important to write your twins as just like uniquely written.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. No, I liked it. I liked that they were twins and they thought alike and they spoke alike. It was remember Coming to America when they go out on a date with those 2 twins?
I think so.
And they were rapping, they were beatboxing in the booth.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
I think of those 2 twins when I see these 2 twins. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is perfect. This is how
really?
twins should be represented in cinema, stereotypically. So, yeah, I thought it was, I thought it was good. Like I said, one of my favorite scenes was that sausage scene. And the whole time I'm thinking, wait, he's cooking on open fire hot dogs indoors. Like, they're all going to die while this guy's boxing. Like, there's dust everywhere. This guy's training for an underground fight inside of this dusty, smoky, carbon monoxide riddled gym. While like Bricktop's guys are, in the gym, sparring it out in a healthy environment. Don't get me wrong, terribly violent environment, but that whole scene drew me in, and I'm like, this is a comedy to me.
Yeah, it kind of is
And
in a way.
Even the dramatic parts were a little bit comedic to me. So what was your favorite scene in the movie?
What was my favorite scene in the movie? I guess when Tommy and Turkish come back to that place I believe Tommy works at.
Yeah, where the slot machines and stuff.
Yeah, the slot machines. I think that was probably like my favorite scene in the movie.
When they come back a lot. Which one?
I believe when they're about to kill Turkish and Tommy, I believe.
The Bricktop's like goons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he goes to like, but is it the one where Bricktop shows up and he's trying to like make me tea and he knows where the safe is. He takes all of Turkish's money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good scene too. It was very dark and you could tell there was a lot of tension in that scene.
There definitely was.
That was good. You know what sealed the deal for me as Bricktop being one of the best characters playing a villain.
What
ever.
Was it?
When they went to talk about the underground boxing match, and he's sitting there shoving his cane into a dog cage, and they're all dog fighting, and he's so pleased with himself that he's making this dog go crazy. I'm like, wow, this guy's insane, and he's a killer. I'm like, he doesn't even hesitate.
Honestly, one of the few moments where he's actually intimidating is when he catches, I believe, one of the guys that I believe stole the diamond.
Which one?
Where he was putting him in like a dog fight and then just trying to get something out of him.
The getaway driver?
Yeah.
Yeah, who kept stealing cars.
Yeah, and I think what made it unique to me is because it was showing like a metaphor in a way.
How so?
I think it was just because the dog is kind of just representative of a Milktop.
Oh, Bricktop?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they live in a violent world.
Yeah.
And there are layers.
And the rabbit's supposed to be the getaway driver.
Yeah, and there's layers to it. That whole scene was, good call. That was a good scene too, where they're trying to get Brad Pitt back to fight because he threw the fight. He bet them if the rabbit gets eaten, he'll thing. But they're going back and forth between Bricktop. So Tyrone was the rabbit.
Yeah,
that
which was
a good
like
scene.
a metaphor.
That's crazy. There's a lot of good scenes in this movie.
Yeah,
there's a lot of good scenes. What's your favorite? If you can pick one quote, funny, bad, or not, which one is your favorite quote, you think?
I don't really have a quote that I really like remember much about the movie, but I guess just the way Benicio del Toro said, "Where the stone."
That was a good line.
Was pretty funny.
Mine was 10 more minutes, Turkish. Best line of all movie. 10 more minutes. I thought that was a funny scene. And I mean, it always sticks out to me. I always just remember that scene. When people bring up Snatch, that's the first thing I think of. I don't think about any of the other stuff that happens.
I honestly just think about some of the music choices when I think about Snatch.
Yeah, he puts a good soundtrack together. I don't pay attention too much to it.
No. I mean, soundtrack I think is very important to film, and actually no, I think there's a lot of people that do realize and are aware that soundtrack can really enhance a story.
It certainly can. I didn't think about any of that much until we watched A Quiet Place. And we watched A Quiet Place in the movie theaters, and I realized all I hear is people chewing popcorn and slurping sodas, and how much a soundtrack drowns out all that crap in a movie theater. And I started losing my mind. I started slowly descending into madness.
Or Jaws. It's simple, but it's effective when it comes to its score.
Yeah.
To really build suspense around the shark.
Right, but that's a key moment that they're building up. But generally, I don't pay attention to the music in the background. It gets drowned out by something blowing up or somebody getting punched in the face. There's a lot of face punching in this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I think also too, there's some good editing choices, especially when it comes to the American guy trying to go to UK, and it has this quick cut, fast-paced editing style.
Yeah. You know what? If this was any other director, they would have followed him to the passport office, buying the ticket, talking to his wife about going. I don't know what. We don't care. Well, we know he's coming to London.
Also, too, it doesn't make sense because they never really mentions anything about his family or anything like that.
We don't need to know.
No, I think
but any other director,
no.
Any other modern director that likes to make cinematic masterpieces will go through an extra 30 minutes of nonsense just to add time to a movie and waste everybody's time. Well, I would have been on my phone. Did I grab my phone at all this movie?
No.
Not once.
Yeah, I don't remember you did that.
Yeah, I disconnected from Mission Impossible yesterday for about 25 minutes and didn't miss a beat.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I mean, it was pretty important.
What was pretty important?
The things that were said, the final reckoning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't miss a beat. I'll tell you that much. But in this movie, something's going on every 2 seconds. Plot lines are moving along. There is no meandering. It's perfect. So, do you have any negative opinions about it?
Honestly, around the second act for me, it kind of felt like it was meandering a little bit, and it kind of felt a bit repetitive at points when it came to Turkish and Tommy's subplot. It just kind of became a bit uninteresting as it went on until the third act, where it really started to pay off.
I don't know what acts are. So what do you mean? What's the first act? When does the first act end?
Oh wow! When
the second act begins?
I say it really ends around
when they meet Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. The one thing I didn't like is that the Germans joke. Every time he says, "Where are you gonna get the Germans?" and he keeps saying it over and over again. So I was like, I don't get the joke. That was the only time I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? When that rabbit scene, all that stuff. But other than that, I thought all the characters were great.
Yeah, they're not super interesting or anything like that, but they are fun. And I guess the closest characters I find interesting is Tommy and Tony. I feel are the most interesting characters in the movie, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Boris the Blade.
Boris the Blade.
Or Boris the Butcher, whatever he was called.
Yeah.
I liked, you're going to laugh, I liked Tyrone, the getaway driver. Because all the other ones are obvious, right? All the other ones are obvious, and that's fine. But Tyrone getting mad. Is it Tyrone? I don't know what his name was.
I think his name was Tyrone.
The big guy.
Yeah, his name was Tyrone.
Was it Tyrone?
Yeah, it was Tyrone.
Yeah. Him getting mad at the other guy with the dog.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's probably the closest subplot that actually feels like a slapstick comedy.
Yeah.
In a way, because it's kind of a funny scenario at all. They're trying to get all the bets from that place.
Yeah, they're trying to rob the place. And then they have to take care of a murdered person because Freddy Four Fingers gets shot. And then the dogs are great too. In the whole thing, there's chaos, and there's a dog running around with a chew toy in his stomach because he swallowed it, the dingus. And they keep getting these dog from the caravan people. And I guess I don't know much about British subcultures, but Brad Pitt belongs to people that are in caravans that kind of drive around, and they keep calling them pikeys, but I don't know if that's a derogatory term, so I don't know if that's an insult or a stereotype, but that's what they're calling them in this movie. And people keep buying stuff from them, but they keep complaining about them. So I thought that was funny too.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, I hate pikeys, but then they're all there interacting with them, buying caravans and dogs. Go to the pet store. You're so worried about it. But yeah, I thought the dogs were fun characters too in it.
Yeah, the dog was kind of fun. It was kind of funny that, you know, he got a chew toy stuck in his throat. One of the funniest scenes is just when I'm so sorry if I don't remember this name, the American guy. Where he
Which one, the jeweler?
Yeah, where he accidentally shoots Tony.
Oh, that's right. That's when he just gets it and just runs back to America, right?
Yeah. And I thought that was funny. He just, like, accidentally shoots Tony.
That's funny.
Especially when, like, Tony's, like, the most, like, powerful, most violent person.
Yeah.
And he just accidentally just shoots him. And that's funny. That's honestly the funniest scene in the movie.
That was your funny scene?
That was my funniest scene.
No, it was pretty funny. I think he just seems so, like, unkillable. Like, nothing could kill him. And that whole scene was the jeweler going, well, if the diamond's in the dog, get the diamond. And Tommy is like, what do you mean, get the diamond? How am I supposed to get the diamond? So cut it open. And that's where, like, that's where he draws the line. He will slit your throat, but he won't kill an animal. And that's what makes him human and not a villain. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Bricktop would have taken a dog and tossed him out a window.
Oh, yeah. He definitely would have done that.
Right.
He definitely would have done that.
You were rooting the whole time for Bricktop to die. You were like, man, I hope he gets his.
I think it really comes down to his overall voice that feels just so...
Yeah, like talks with, like, grits through his teeth. Get me some tea.
And it really adds so much to his character.
Yeah.
And it adds a lot of, like, toughness to his character.
That whole scene where he defines Nemesis, remember?
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
It was great. It was a great, like, monologue of him defining what Nemesis is. It was great.
Yeah, I thought it was great. And it's terrifying.
It makes him actually intimidating.
Yeah.
Especially for this kind of movie, he's pretty intimidating.
But let me pose this question. Bricktop, without his goons with him, walks into a room. You don't find him intimidating at all.
No, because, you know, he's their boss.
Right. So he's intimidating because he's got backup. He knows that the people that he hires...
Yeah, he relies on them.
Relies on them. I mean, you saw when we first were introduced to Bricktop.
Yeah, because he was showing off all these pigs.
What's that? No, that wasn't the scene. That wasn't our first introduction to Bricktop. It was inside the gym. Remember the two gangsters? He was talking to them, and one of them... I don't know what one of them did. He pissed Bricktop off. He had his buddy put a bag over his head and kill him. Remember that?
I think so, yeah.
And he turns to the buddy and goes, man, you are vicious for a little guy. And then they kill that guy. That was a crazy introduction to who this villain's going to be.
Yeah.
I think his demise at the end was very satisfying.
Yeah, it definitely felt satisfying for sure.
I mean, over money, he killed Mickey's mom. And she was the sweetest out of them all. She acted like her son was a saint. It's like your typical Armenian mom. Like, he shits gold. Mickey was not a good person.
No.
Right? None of them really are. There's no redeeming qualities about any of these characters. None of them are good people. They thrive on hurting each other and hurting others and robbing and fraud. I don't know. I think the mother was the closest thing to a pure person, even though she turned a blind eye to the violence and the madness of her upbringing, of the people around her. I don't know who else would be. Were there any positive characters in this movie where you go, oh, they didn't deserve that?
No, not really.
No, not one. All of them kind of deserved what they had, what they had coming. And the winners in the end, they were still not great people, but they also weren't as bad as the people that died. Like Turkish and Tommy, they do illegal things, but they didn't necessarily harm anybody.
No,
you know what I mean?
They didn't.
Who do you think carried the movie? Do you think there was any one particular storyline or character or set of characters that without them the movie just wouldn't be good? Or they brought it together?
I don't know, honestly, because two characters that really work for this kind of movie is Turkish and Tommy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I felt like.
Yeah, I think a lot of those different stories revolve around them. They touch every single one of them, except the diamond story, funny enough. They don't find out about the diamond. When did they find out about the diamond? It was like much, much later.
Yeah, it was much later. I think it was around the ending.
All right. You said Tommy Four Fingers was one of your favorite characters in the movie. What about some of these not main characters, but the characters where if they weren't in the movie, it wouldn't be as good? So it sounds like Tommy Four Fingers for you.
Tommy for sure. Tony definitely.
Tony's which one again?
The one played by the guy from Eurotrip.
Oh yeah, and you know what's funny? is Boris the Butcher. He carried a lot of stories around, so I thought he was a good character, and it wouldn't be the same without him.
Yeah, he's pretty important.
He is pretty important, but he's not a main character in it. He just kind of pops in and out.
Yeah, I wish he was in the movie a little bit more.
I wish too, yeah. He was in Eurotrip too, you know that, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, when they go to Bratislava. He's doing all like the because they get 80s shows in Bratislava on Eurotrip.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so he was like making Dukes of Hazzard quotes.
Oh, that's free.
So he was in Eurotrip too. We should watch Eurotrip. It's fun.
Maybe.
That's with Michelle Trachtenberg too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all in all, you liked its pacing, you liked its storyline, you liked all of it?
Yeah, I liked it for the most part, yeah. I guess this is the point where do we rate it?
You want to rate this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to use the Smokey scale because your scale is out of control.
It's out of my control.
Yeah, it's like this complex algorithm.
It's not
like
really
Google
complex.
couldn't figure out your algorithm. Go ahead.
Normal rating system. I would give it like a 7 out of 10.
A 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Not more?
No, I think this is good.
Why didn't you give it more?
I mean...
So let's look at Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see what people are saying, shall we?
Yeah.
Golden brown. Great song. So 7 out of 10 from Odd End from his 85,000 points. It is 93% on the popcorn meter. I don't know what that means. And
it's audience.
Oh, it's audience?
Yeah.
So people love this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 74% on the tomato meter. So let's read some critics' reviews. Let me see.
Don't.
Oh, God, you got to be kidding me. Wendy Ide from The Times. Very cartoonish, but still quite a lark with lots of Ritchie's kinetic directional style. I don't know what any of that means. But she didn't give it a... Let's read the full review. Oh, there's more. Oh, it's taking me to The Times. I'm not doing that. I'm not reading all that. It's crazy. How is this a thoroughly competent, pulpy gangster pastiche? PJ Navarro. Pastiche. What does that even mean? What are these people doing?
Wait, can I read the reviews?
Oh, let me send you I'll send you the link. Hang on a second.
You send me the links? Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. Give me a second. Pastiche. What a snobby.
Snobby?
Snobby. This is your people.
It truly is my people. Yeah, let's see. I mean, this isn't wrong though. At times it does feel very cartoonish, especially with the
shooting part of the scene.
It was like the heist plot.
The which one?
This heist subplot where they're trying to get all the bets.
Oh yeah. If everything could go wrong, it went wrong.
Yeah.
This guy, Philip Martin, Arkansas Democrat Gazette, Madonna's husband. He started his review with Madonna's husband.
Wait, where do you see? Oh,
it's ridiculous. It's awesome. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Although they're giving it tomatoes.
I hate that they're referring to him as Madonna's husband. Like that's what he's just known for, even though that's not true. Which I mean, 2 years later, he would make quite possibly his worst movie.
Oh yeah,
with Madonna. That's a different story.
I think a lot of these things are just people that like to listen to this, read back to themselves. This guy gave it a D. He gave it a D+, and he goes, there's just not a lot of fun to be had here? Are you crazy?
That's crazy. That movie is very fun.
The plot is too convoluted. What are you, 8? Too filled with double reversals? Oh, God, double reversals. Get over it. And twists for us to turn our brains off. Why are you watching a movie to turn your brain off? You're supposed to be entertained. I was thoroughly entertained by this movie.
I thought it was really entertaining.
You're going to be shocked by how many Smokies I give this movie. I was happy with the way things were going today, and then I read these stupid reviews from at least the bad ones, right? Where I'm like,
some reviews aren't the best, and I just don't agree with them. I don't agree with the fact.
Oh, please! If we watch the review of what did we watch? We watched Ghosted, right?
Yeah, we watched Ghosted.
If I read the reviews with the bad reviews, you'd agree with all of them. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. None of reviews. I know you. You would agree because you like this movie. You're disagreeing with the critics. I love this movie for all the things that these people hate it for.
I think some of the words, I don't even think you know what they even are.
I don't know. What is pastiche? Look up pastiche. I'm curious. Look it up. What the hell does pastiche mean?
Pastiche? Well, let's look at it.
What's the definition?
An artistic work and style that imitates that of another work, of like a writer or...
Every movie is an imitation of another movie.
I mean, I see what they're trying to say because, Guy Ritchie's trying to very much try to be like Tarantino.
I don't think he was at all.
I mean, you can tell. Just
I couldn't tell. And all of them are trying to be like The Love Boat.
I mean, I don't think.
Go watch an episode of Love Boat. Go watch it.
Also, I don't think they know.
Go watch an episode of Love Boat. Then come back and talk to me.
I don't even think they know what Love Boat is when they think about anthology shows.
They know what Love Boat is because that's what they're imitating. Pastiche. I'm using the word correctly. Go ahead. Okay. So finish your thought. You don't think they what? Watch the Love Boat?
I don't think they know what that is. When people think about anthology shows, it's the Twilight Zone because the Twilight Zone is an anthology show.
It all comes together at the end of the season?
No.
No?
But they're very much focused on different stories.
Read my lips. All of these guys are imitating the Love Boat. All of them. You want to show me these kinds of movies? All I see is the Love Boat. Every time. First movie we reviewed, Pulp Fiction. Love Boat. Second movie, Love Boat. I'm telling you, go watch an episode of Love Boat. Gopher will crack you up. He's hilarious.
Maybe.
I don't know what a yeoman purser is, but we'll look that up. So you want my review?
Yeah.
All right.
How do you rate this movie?
This movie gives us so much in under 2 hours.
Yeah.
So much fun and entertainment. Things don't blow up.
No.
Which is fine when the movie's full of action, suspense, and a little bit of comedy and drama. All four of those things together, that's 9 Smokies.
That's 9 Smokies.
That's 9 Smokies. There is no other... I haven't seen a movie yet. Outside of Smokey and the Bandit, that's 10 out of 10 Smokies. You have to give Smokey 10 and the Bandit 10 out of 10. That's the barometer.
I mean...
They didn't waste my time.
I haven't seen the movie in a while.
What?
Actually, like 2 years ago, like Smokey and the Bandit.
I watched it.
So
I watched it 6 months ago.
You watched it 6 months ago?
Yeah, it was great. It was on. I watched it. It popped up.
Well,
here's why. This movie has all of those things, minus the explosions. That's why I didn't give it a 10 Smokies, by the way. Things didn't blow up enough. Got car accidents.
It's not trying to be,
people's teeth getting knocked out.
It's not trying to be this like explosive action movie, though.
No. That's
Snatch.
not its intent. But it is an action movie.
I mean, it's not even an action movie.
There's a lot of action.
It's more like crime.
It is. It's like a crime caper. There was enough action in it to keep me hooked. They knew exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
And there can be some
golden brown,
but I guess that is it.
What's it? We're done?
Yeah.
You don't have anything more to say on this topic?
Honestly, I don't have
Final
a ton
thoughts?
to say because I like the movie and I basically gave my thoughts on the movie.
The next movie you want to watch is that movie with Madonna, directed by Guy Ritchie.
Maybe we'll think about it.
Principessa. I think that's what he was calling her, Principessa.
Yeah, well, I guess
it's a whole movie about Stockholm Syndrome, in my opinion.
So great.
Yeah. It's a good movie. Don't knock it. I think that's it for now. I think we got, I think we both like this movie.
Yeah.
And
I may like it less than my dad, but, I like it.
Yeah. We have a bunch of movies lined up that Auden picked that I know I'm going to be bored at and he's going to love. But I'll give it the good old college try. I won't go in biased unless it's a 3-hour movie. You'll feel my wrath. I'll lose my mind. Okay. Well, until the next episode, have a good one, everybody.
Just like the lost on the ship, tied to the mast, to distant lands, takes both my hands.